Narendra Das Modi.
On day one of resuming his office for the third term, the first document Prime Minister Narendra Modi signed was the release of 20,000 crore rupees towards the first installment of the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. Under this scheme, the central government distributes 6,000 rupees in 3 equal installments of 2,000 rupees each every year to 93 lakh farmers of India. However, the government is still far from delivering on its promise of doubling farmers' income. Can the newly formed coalition government indeed double farm income? Let's decode. Even when Prime Minister Modi was yet to complete his first term as Prime Minister in February 2019, the then Finance Minister Piyush Goyal in the interim budget presented the first version of the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. The scheme was simple. Families of small and marginal farmers, those who own up to 2 hectares of land, will receive the government's grant of 6,000 rupees every year straight into their Aadhaar-linked bank accounts in 3 installments of 2,000 rupees each. Now, the scheme was meant to benefit 1.2 crore farmers in 2019. That number has now reduced to 93 lakh farmers. Why? Well, it could mean 2 things. Either small and marginal farmers are no longer that small. They may have increased their land holding to over 2 hectares, or that there are other sources of income for families of small farmers that show an income tax return, making them ineligible for the PM Kisan scheme. Since the year 2019, 3 lakh crore rupees have been distributed under this scheme. In this year's interim budget, another 60,000 crore rupees was provisioned for the scheme. There are 2 questions over here. First, why give additional dole to farmers who are anyway exempt from taxes and get subsidies on inputs like water, fertilizers, seeds, etc.? The second question is, even if there is an economic or political reason for such a dole, then how does an amount of 6,000 rupees that translates to just 500 rupees a month help? The Agriculture Ministry thinks so. According to the Financial Express, quoting Agriculture Ministry official, the PM Kisan scheme has spurred rural economic growth, eased credit constraints for farmers, and boosted agriculture investments. Rural demand has been slow to pick up over the last few years, but its growth in the first 3 months of the year 2024 has outpaced urban India at 7.6% versus 5.8%. Moreover, a good monsoon prediction is further expected to boost farm income this year. But coming back to the moot point, how far is India from doubling farm income? Economists are split on the issue. Some say that if a nominal growth rate that discards inflation is to be considered, then farm income has increased by about 70% since Modi first took office in the year 2014. Others say that the inflation-adjusted real income has grown under 40% in the last 10 years. Doubling of farm income will entail not just more taxpayer money in the hands of tax-free farmers. The new government needs to think of more sustainable means to make agriculture competitive and self-sustaining.